Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Six here, and today we're gonna be having a little conversation about tips and tricks on how to get better with the Havoc. The Havoc is a very, very useful weapon. It's very useful in ranked, and also in just pubs. But I got a couple tips and tricks that I could show you guys and tell you guys about to make y'all twice as good as y'all are now with the Havoc. I'll see you in a few seconds. Peace.
Trap nearby.
So let's get right into it, and let's go ahead and get the basics out of the way. So for the Havoc, the DPS, which is damage per second, is 201.6. That's the damage per second. The time it takes to draw the weapon, so if you have another weapon out and you go to draw the weapon out, or if you put the weapons up to run faster and you draw the weapon, it's 0.8 seconds, almost a whole second to draw your weapon. And we'll get into that more here in a little bit on the tips and tricks. The charge up time, so the time from when you hold down the trigger to it actually shooting a bullet is 0.5 seconds. So to draw the weapon and to charge up takes almost a second and a half. The body damage, the body shots, the damage per shot is 18. Headshot damage is 36, and the leg damage is 13.5. The time to kill with a level 3 or 4 helmet and body shield is 1.04 seconds. That's the time to, with 200 damage, 1.04 seconds. The spray pattern is up and slightly to the right. So the way to counteract this is to go at, like, whenever you go to shoot, you pull your stick down ever so slightly, and it will keep your weapon, steady. But I know it's kind of hard for some people to keep the Havoc steady, and I can understand why. But you can just literally take it to the training area and you can practice it, and you'll get a ton better just by controlling your weapon more. That is the first tip that we're going to talk about as well. So tip numero uno, tip number one for using the Havoc is control. Now I know controlling your weapon, and with most other weapons in Apex, is the most important thing, especially with like the R99, the Prowler, weapons like that, is the very, very most important thing. But with the Havoc, I would say it's second. And the next thing we'll talk about is the very most important thing to do with the Havoc, the tips and tricks. But the first one is control. So whenever you go to practice with the Havoc, just know that the recoil pattern is up and slightly to the right. My best thing I can tell you about control is just go into the training area and shoot the red dummy targets, and just keep on and do it from short distance, do it from medium distance, and do it from long distance. That's the best way to get good with the control. Also, sometimes you might need to hip fire, so you need to go get close to the target as well and hip fire your weapon. And the second tip I have for you guys today to do with the Havoc, and in my eyes, the most important thing, is keep your Havoc drawn at all times. Instead of, I know it makes you run faster by putting your weapons up, and the only reason you should be able to put your Havoc up is if you're running away to try to heal, just like you've seen in the video right now. But with the Havoc, it takes almost a whole second to draw your weapon, and it takes half of a second to even get a bullet to fire from your weapon. So all in all, that's about 2 seconds if your weapon isn't drawn. Now, if your weapon's drawn, the DPS is 201, so you could literally kill someone within a second and a half if your weapon is already drawn. So keeping your weapon drawn instead of putting it away, like if you're using another gun, go ahead and have your Havoc out if you're running with the Havoc, because that's the first gun that you want to use is the Havoc. The time to kill is tremendous compared to most other weapons. So tip number two, always keep your weapon drawn. Don't put it away unless you're running away to heal. And just try to do that. Try to get good doing that, keeping your weapon drawn. I promise you it'll pay off. It's very good, very useful, very reliable. It's a very reliable weapon as well. So yeah, just keep your weapon drawn. Try it out for me. And tip number 3 that I have for you guys today is use the select fire when using the Havoc. I'm telling you guys. Using the Havoc with the select fire makes it the most versatile weapon in all of Apex. Whenever you are using the select fire, it takes a little bit of time to charge up, and it takes 4 ammo as well. But the head, body, and leg damage is the exact same, which is 60. So instead of the legs hitting for 13, the legs hit for 60. Instead of the body hitting for 18, it hits for 60. So with 2 good shots, you can almost put a level 4 body armor and a level 4 helmet on the ground. Using the select fire is basically, one of the easiest ways to, get wins, especially from long distance. The Havoc's good itself from long distance, but if you have like a 3 times or even a 2 times scope on the Havoc and use it from long distance, then you have a big advantage to someone whenever they get up close to you as well. So yeah, tip number 3 that I have for you guys today is just use the select fire. Try it out. I know it's kind of hard to control. It's kind of like the charge rifle, but the charge rifle is a lot harder and a lot suckier in my opinion. But the select fire is a good alternative for the Havoc. I know a lot of people don't like the select fire. They shy away from it. But I'm telling you guys, just give it a chance. Go into the training area. Use the select fire. See how much you guys like it. Let me know down in the comments below how you like it. And yeah, so on to tip number 4. So tip number 4 is from close distance, hip fire, hip fire, hip fire. I can't say it enough. I know you see a lot of pros, and if you want to get good with the Havoc, which it's a very, very good weapon to get good with, I honestly think it's one of the best weapons in the game. But anyways, if you want to get good with it, you need to learn how to control the hip fire and use hip fire to your advantage. A lot of pros do it. I know you see a lot of YouTubers do it. If they're using the Havoc, when you get up close, they're hip firing. So the best way I could see people getting good with hip fire is just practice in game. Just take it in game. You might take some losses, but just get in a close combat and just hip fire. And make sure that whenever you're using hip fire, like strafe a little bit, crouch a little bit, go up and down. If you have to change your controls on your controller or your mouse and keyboard, whatever you have, do that. But hip fire from close range is way more, deadly and way more easier to control than aiming down sights. Because aiming down sights, it takes a lot of your, you being able to control it. It's slower whenever you aim down sights. Whenever you're trying to turn, it's a heck of a lot slower. But whenever you are hip firing, it's literally just like you can turn a 180 in a 0.5 seconds if you want to. But yeah, just hip fire for me, and it'll make you a lot better with the Havoc. And that is tip number 4. On with tip number 5. So tip number 5, and this is the last tip that I'm going to give you guys on the Havoc for today. Get more confident in your gunfights with the Havoc. Be more comfortable using the Havoc. Take risk. That's the only way you're going to learn how to use the Havoc better. Use it from medium range, long range, short range, hip fire, everything. Just be more confident. If you go into a gunfight knowing that you're going to win, 9 times out of 10 you're going to win that fight. And just take into consideration how long it takes to draw your weapon out, how long it takes for it to charge up to even fire one single bullet. That's going to be your advantage while using the Havoc. You just need to learn when to shoot, because if someone has an R99 and is shooting at you from medium range and you still haven't even fired one shot on the Havoc yet, then I feel bad for you. Just take shots first before your enemies do. Take shots at them. If you are wanting to use the Havoc and get good with it, take shots at them first, and it'll teach you all the basics that I've already talked about. By taking risk, it makes you a better player with the Havoc. So yeah, And that is my last tip for you guys. And just take more risk, be more confident. It'll improve your gameplay a lot. I promise you that. Bonus tip for you guys. If you guys could please subscribe to my channel and like this video and comment down below what's your thoughts on this video. It would really help me out tremendously, and it would allow me to make more better content for you guys. And you know, I want to become a full-time YouTuber, and you know, that has always been my dream, is to, you know, be a streamer and a YouTuber, and I'm fulfilling that now. I'm going to keep bringing daily or every other day content for you guys. Let me know what you guys would like to know about next, what weapon you would like to learn about next, and how to, you know, play like a pro. So yeah, just subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below what's your thoughts on this. Thank you guys for sticking around for the whole video, and I hope you enjoyed this dub that I get right here as well. Love you guys. Peace.